You remember when this season started and we were talking about the balance of power in the Ontario Hockey League? It looked like it was all in the East. I mean, I know you got the London Knights in the West, and not only are they head and shoulders above the rest of the league this season, but they've got some unfinished business for motivation. They win an OHL championship last year, but they come up just short in that Memorial Cup final versus Saginaw. But if anybody was going to give the Knights a run for their money this year, it would be a team from the East, right? The Brampton Steelheads, the Oshawa Generals, the Brantford Bulldogs, even the Barrie Colts, coming into the season seen as a quartet of contenders in the East. And then the trade deadline comes along and Corey Cooper, the GM in Kingston, says, hey, don't forget me over here. We think we're contenders as well. Cooper goes out and adds not one or two, but three players from that defending Memorial Cup championship team in Saginaw to the Frontenac's roster. Ethan Hay, Will Bishop, and Joey Willis, who also just won gold with Team USA at the World Juniors, all now Frontenacs. And just for good measure, Cooper goes out and gets Charlie Schenkel, the goaltender from Sault Ste. Marie. In the history of OHL hockey in Kingston, the team, the franchise, has never won an OHL championship. They've never even won an Eastern Conference championship, but I got to give Cooper credit here. He's taken his best shot, and all it cost him was 19 draft picks. 19 draft picks, not to mention some good young players as well. They throw around draft picks in the Ontario Hockey League like a mall Santa throws around candy canes when kids come to visit before Christmas. But hey, that's what you got to do if you think you're a contender. And with 1 through 6 in the Eastern Conference, currently separated by just 6 points, a lot of teams in the East think they are contenders. It's going to be a wild second half in the East for sure. Now that the dust is settled anyway on another OHL trade deadline, can we let some dust gather on these anonymous online insider accounts? You know, the ones that break the trades, and by breaking trades, all they do is throw every single possibility at the wall, and then if something sticks, they take credit for it. You know, I know at least one coach that told his players who had been named in internet rumors that they were not going to be traded. He wanted to reassure these young men that they were staying put. And maybe we can think of that when we start throwing names around online. And really, if you're an anonymous account, what do you get out of it anyway? Nobody knows who you are. I don't know why online likes and traction mean that much if you're anonymous anyway. How about you put your name behind it next time? Or better yet, stay out of it altogether, because you sound less like an insider and more like a loser, at least from where I'm sitting. I'm Farwell. It's Friday. We'll see you at the rink.